Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. If you thought James Jordan's Yellowstone character was awful, watch this other Taylor Sheridan series. He's also in James Jordan's character in Yellowstone. Livestock agent Stephen Hendon was quite a hateable role, but his other Taylor Sheridan show character is much better. James Jordan is one of the many actors who reappear in Taylor Sheridan shows, and he's arguably the popular writer's favorite collaborator. He appeared in Yellowstone and one of its spin-off shows, 1883, along with Mayor of Kingstown, Lioness, and two of Taylor Sheridan's movies, Wind River and Those Who Wish Me Dead. Each one of those projects put Jordan in a different role and highlighted some of his versatility, but one character in particular redeemed his awful Yellowstone role. Livestock agent Steve Hendon wasn't a major character in Yellowstone, but he was memorable. A big reason most Yellowstone fans remember Hendon is because he was awful. He killed a teenager while on duty, and he also beat two men to death after being told to scare them off. Steve was such a nuisance that he basically became a tertiary antagonist in Yellowstone seasons 2 and 3, even though he was working directly underneath Case Dutton, Luke Grimes. While it isn't Jordan's fault that Steve was so easy to hate, it was nice that he got a chance to play an infinitely more likable character in another of Taylor Sheridan's shows. Luckily, James Jordan's character in Landman was the exact opposite of Steve Hendon. Where Hendon was cruel, cowardly, and self-centered, Jordan's petroleum engineer Dale Bradley in Landman was kind, brave, and loyal to his friends. In fact, the only time Dale ever used violence in Landman was when Tommy Norris, Billy Bob Thornton, asked him for help finding the people who beat his son, Cooper, Jacob Laughlin. Even then, Dale only helped Tommy rough them up a bit, whereas Steve would have abused his power and killed them both himself. The real sign of how different Dale and Steve were in Landman and Yellowstone is, paradoxically, how similar they are. Dale and Steve are both oafish people. Dale routinely tried to microwave beans while still in the aluminum can, for example, but Dale comes across as lovable, while Steve comes across as loathsome. It's hard not to like Dale. He's basically the perfect friend and a great bit of comedic relief in Landman. Conversely, it's hard not to hate Steve. He's basically just a thorn in the side of Case Dutton for the earlier seasons of Yellowstone. James Jordan's characters aren't the only reason to watch Landman after Yellowstone, however. In many ways, Landman is the perfect companion show for fans of Yellowstone. Both are written by Taylor Sheridan, meaning they both have the same compelling and almost soap opera-esque drama fueling each episode. Landman also features quite a bit of action as Tommy battles with a local cartel, which is very similar to John Dutton IE's Kevin Costner, frequent fights with everyone who wanted his land. In fact, Tommy and John IE are extremely similar characters, strong men who take the law into their own hands to protect their families and their businesses. Landmen may swap out the soaring Montana mountains for the arid plains of the West Texas oil fields, but it's still just as good of a neo-western as Yellowstone. Another major similarity between the shows that should appeal to Yellowstone fans is Landman's focus on family. John Ive was constantly trying to keep his family safe and provide a future for them in Yellowstone, while Tommy was trying to heal his fractured family and reconnect with his ex-wife and children in Landman. Actually, Landman is a much more heartwarming take on family drama than Yellowstone, which may even give it an edge over Taylor Sheridan's flagship series. James Jordan has built quite the reputation for playing characters that make your blood boil. If you thought his role as Steve Hendon in Yellowstone was the pinnacle of awful, you clearly haven't ventured deep enough into Taylor Sheridan's universe. Jordan has an undeniable talent for making audiences want to throw things at their screens, and there's one series where he takes that skill to an entirely new level. Enter Mayor of Kingstown Another Taylor Sheridan creation that makes Yellowstone look like a leisurely stroll through the Montana countryside. If you were frustrated by his antics in Yellowstone buckle up, because his character in Mayor of Kingstown is an absolute masterclass in despicability. ###, the Steve Hendon effect. Before we get into Mayor of Kingstown let's revisit just how infuriating James Jordan was in Yellowstone As Steve Hendon, a livestock agent with a serious lack of moral integrity, he made his mark as one of the show's most consistently annoying presences. He wasn't the biggest villain on the ranch, but he was certainly one of the most unlikable. Hendon had a knack for pushing buttons, often siding with the wrong people and making life miserable for anyone who crossed his path. Jordan's portrayal of Hendon was so effective that it became easy to forget he was just an actor playing a role. That's the beauty of his performances. He doesn't just play bad guys. He becomes them. And if you think he was bad in Yellowstone just wait until you meet his Mayor of Kingstown counterpart. ###, from corrupt cowboy to prison nightmare. In Mayor of Kingstown James Jordan plays Ed Simmons, a prison guard whose moral compass is so broken it might as well be spinning in circles. Unlike Steve Hendon, who at least operated within the boundaries of law enforcement, albeit in a crooked way, Ed Simmons exists in a world where power is constantly shifting, and survival often means stepping over whoever's in your way. The show, starring Jeremy Renner as Mike McCluskey, follows a family that acts as intermediaries between the police, criminals, and prison system in the corrupt town of Kingstown. It's a brutal world, one where lines blur between good and evil so frequently that it's hard to tell which side anyone is on. And in the middle of all this chaos, James Jordan, once again making sure he's one of the most hated men on screen. Simmons is the kind of character who thrives in an environment where fear and violence rule. He's not a villain in the traditional sense. He's not out there twirling a mustache or plotting grand schemes. No, Simmons is worse than that. He's the guy who lets the system rot from the inside, abusing his position as a prison officer to exert control over those who have no power. He's cruel, manipulative, and opportunistic, making him a character you love to loathe. ###, James Jordan, Sheridan's secret weapon. At this point, it's clear that Taylor Sheridan has found his go-to actor for characters who get under your skin. Jordan has appeared in multiple Sheridan projects, including Wind River and Sicario but his roles in Yellowstone and Mayor of Kingstown stand out because of how effortlessly he portrays deeply flawed authority figures. What makes Jordan so compelling in these roles is that he never overdoes it. He doesn't play these characters as over-the-top villains. Instead, he makes them feel real. That's what makes them so frustrating to watch. They remind us of people we know, corrupt officials, power-hungry bureaucrats, individuals who exploit their positions for personal gain. Unlike some of Yellowstone more theatrical villains, such as Malcolm Beck or Garrett Randall, Hendon was frustrating because he wasn't larger than life. He was just a guy who used his badge in all the worst ways. Similarly, in Mayor of Kingstown Simmons is a cog in a much larger machine, one that perpetuates corruption and cruelty in ways that are all too believable. ###, why we love to hate him. There's something almost satisfying about watching a James Jordan character get his comeuppance. In both Yellowstone and Mayor of Kingstown he plays men who think they're untouchable, only to find out the hard way that power is fleeting. In Yellowstone Hendon had his fair share of humiliations, especially when facing off against characters like Case Dutton. And in Mayor of Kingstown well, let's just say the prison system is a brutal place where karma tends to catch up to those who deserve it most. Jordan's performances work because he fully commits to the role. He makes you hate his characters, but you also can't look away. That's a rare talent, and it's why Sheridan keeps bringing him back for more.